Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome one last time to the European Classic Powerlifting Championships here in Kaunas in Lithuania. What an absolutely wonderful 10 days of lifting we've had. And today, this afternoon, it's the final session. It's the open men, under 120 and over 120. Two flights, back to back, to end a quite sensational championship. I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary booth for this final session by Temi Nuga from Great Britain. Welcome, Temi.
Hey,
I know you're really looking forward to this.
you can say that again.
And I know you're really looking forward to this. And Temi, if you remember, the under 84s yesterday was the gold medalist in deadlift, setting a new European record. And this is the first lifter out in the squad. It's Martin Borgland running from Norway. The opening weight in the bar, 265 kilos.
And his PB's 287.5.
So this should be quite a comfortable opener. Oh, no question of a depth there. Even the camera crew like that one.
3 white lights.
Yeah, and the competition is underway. Next up, we've got Christophe Rebreon from Netherlands. Some of you may remember Christophe as a 150 kilo in the 120 pluses. He has decided to take off a lot of weight, and unbelievably, we now see him at 119.55 kilos. Still a giant, but this time lifting in the under 120 kilo class.
So his PB's 280, so this looks rather safe for him.
Oh, that's good. I'm hoping these are this year's PBs because he's probably squatted quite a bit more as a super heavyweight. But obviously when you take off that much weight, the likelihood is it's going to affect the squat. But that was a nice opener for him. Now, Carl Peter Somerset from Norway. And he is opening on 282.5. This should be comfortable as well, Temi.
Yeah, his PB is 305.5.
And that's probably a Norwegian national record when it's got the chip on it.
Okay.
So 282.5 is 23 kilos below his best. Remember, all the lifters you will see in the first flight are under 120 kilos. We then move straight to the 120 plus without a break. And the action is going to be fast and furious. Oh, that's lovely and deep. Had to battle a bit to get it up.
Yeah, but he got the 3 white lights, so that's good. He's on the board.
Now, Paul Johannes Hedrick from Germany, 295 kilos on the bar.
Well, his PB is 310.5, so he's definitely safe.
And again, probably the national record holder in Germany. The fourth lifter out. And all the rest opening over 300 kilos. That looked good.
Very fast. Okay, 2 white lights.
Well, he got a red from the referee in the far side for depth. Different angles, different outcomes. Now, Andrei Inin from Russia.
So his PB is 315 kilos.
Opening on 300. So again, hopefully a sensible opener. It would be nice if we saw a solid column of green in the first round, meaning everyone makes a total. I must say I'm looking forward to seeing Joseph Walton lifting again. Used to lift with Joe about 10, 12 years ago, and Haven't seen him lift for an awful long time. Oh, that's the deepest we've seen yet today.
3 white lights.
Now there's 2 Russians in this class. The other Russian, Ermelev, is still a junior.
Right.
So we'll keep an eye on junior records as well as open ones. And I can tell you he's opening, 15 kilos below the European junior record.
So he's definitely going for the record.
Could well be. Now Amandas Palauskas from Lithuania, 305 kilos on the bar.
And his PB's 320 kilos.
And he is the favorite overall on prognosis. We wait for the referees. Very strong back up. But no,
Only one
we did
white
worry
light.
about it. The referees from Sweden and Great Britain both called it high. And yes, you can see why on the replay. And just a reminder that there is a scoreboard on the second flight if you want to follow that. But if you are a casual watcher of powerlifting, maybe have a relative and lifting today and don't understand the scoreboard, please stay with us, and Temi and I will talk you through every single lift. So this is Sadowski from Poland, 310 kilos on the bar.
And his PB is 340.
Yeah, again, way below the PB. Should be a safe opener, but you always hesitate to say that. Well, no problems with depth.
3 white lights. He's on the board.
Now, Joseph Walton, Great Britain.
I've got a big smile on my face.
310 kilos. He's been competing for 11 years.
Ex-weightlifter as well. Squat PB's 325 kilos. He's got this.
Should be safe. Came up nice and strong. And it was 2-1.
Right.
And just to show there's no bias at this level, it was the British referee that gave the red light. Now Pavlenko from Ukraine, 3 more out in the first round, 315 on the bar.
And his PB is 325, so...
He's a little bit closer to his PB than some. And I walked past him in the foyer area earlier, and he is just huge. You just don't get an idea of how big this guy is on the screen. 315 kilos. He's one of the lighter in the class as well. Only 117 and a half. Oh, that's deep. Oh, how easy was that?
And how... Oh.
Well, he got a red light for depth. Let's look at that again. Well, we can't see, but it seemed way deep on first viewing.
I personally thought that was really deep, but you know, the refs are always right, so...
What, the 2 that gave white lights? Now, Maras Yusups from Latvia, 317.5 kilos on the bar. One of the other favourites for this title. Prognosis has him in 4th.
His PB is 340, so he's well below that.
Yeah, and prognosis after he lifts and puts in his second will put him back into the top 3.
That was fast.
Oh, that is what I would call efficient. No deeper than you have to go.
3
Spot
white
on.
lights.
And 1 to go in the first round, and it's Daniil Ermolev from Russia. Remember, still a junior lifter.
The junior world record is what, 365.5?
300. The European is 340, and I think Ermolev holds it because that is, in fact, his
PB.
personal best. And he is a fitness trainer. He has something in common with you, Temi.
It seems like that's all we do. He looks very confident.
325, the last man out. Takes his time to get settled. 10 seconds left on the clock. Right on the border. What do the refs say?
2 to
1. Both the side referees called it good. The chief referee from Sweden called it in depth. And you can understand either call really, Temi. It was right on the border. It was asking the referees the question. And we are into the second round. Only one red light. And it certainly wasn't a strength issue. So Martin Borgland running. His second round attempt is 275.
So he's getting close to his PB.
12.5 kilos away. Very slow down, very deliberately back up.
3 white lights.
Yeah.
Very controlled.
Now Rebrion from Netherlands, he's taken it up to 277.5. 31-year-old chemist. I tell you what, the platform crew will be glad when the last squat is finished tonight. They will work so hard. They have to lift these 25 kilo plates much higher up. And that looks good.
3 white lights. The judges think so too.
Carl Petter Somerset, Norway, second round. He is taking 292.5 kilos.
And his squat PB is 305.5. So you said that's what, a record?
It'll probably be the Norwegian record, because that's the standard of lifting we see here this week. All the best lifters in all the top powerlifting countries in Europe coming together for this festival of powerlifting. 2 Norwegians in this flight, each has their own coach, just in case it comes down to a Norwegian versus Norwegian battle. Nice and deep.
He definitely had to fight for that one. 3 white lights.
Now, Paul Johannes Hedrick, Germany, 305 kilos. He's getting close to his PB as well.
Yeah, which is 310.5, so hopefully get a PB today.
And perhaps a new German record.
Anything's possible.
Oh, that's strong.
He wasn't waiting around. 2 to 1.
Well, he got a red light from the referee from Latvia. But 2 whites. Now, Amandas Palauskas, this is a key lift in many cases. It's the Lithuanian lifter. He is the favourite for gold, and I don't remember Lithuanian total gold yet this week. And he is the favourite, but he needs to go deeper. Bags of strength.
Sink it.
Yeah, that. No! Well.
He seems very upright. That was 3 red lines.
Yeah. Yeah, it's obviously his stance, it's what he's done. Oh dear, dear, dear. Just when we thought we might have a Lithuanian champion on the very last afternoon, he now finds himself in the last chance saloon in third round squats. Andrei Nin from Russia is next. 310 kilos on the bar.
And
Everything else is green. Polauskas has 2 reds against his name.
he's PB's 315, so he's close to his top end.
Yeah, they're going to be at their absolute limit in the third round. This is about maneuvering for position, getting the most safe kilos on the board as you can before going for the risky third one. Fights it back up.
3 white lights.
Now Piotr Sadowski, Poland, 320 kilos. Opened in 310, adding 10 to the bar. It's still a way short of his personal best.
Yeah, which is 340, so.
And just looking a little bit ahead, the final lift of the round will be an attempt on the European Open record, 340 kilos by Ermolev. But this is Sadowski, and this is 320 kilos. Looks good.
3 white lights.
Yeah, when you see them going down deep enough that they get that bounce, you can almost always be sure that they made depth, because the bounce just wouldn't come higher up. Now Joe Walton, Great Britain, 322.5 kilos for his second attempt.
I do think he definitely wants a PB from what he said earlier on. He definitely wants a PB today, so.
So he was feeling good, was he?
Feeling good. He loves the squat as well, so.
That looks good. Ooh. No. He got 2 reds this time. 1 red last time. This time, yeah, it looks higher
I can see that
from the second angle. But I was talking to one of the referees earlier, and they were saying that angle shows something different to what they see, so just depends on where you sit. But both side referees called it high. No arguing with that. Now Dmitro Pavlenko, 325 kilos on the bar.
Which is matching his personal best.
Well, the clock hasn't started, so that's going to be a little help to him. Not that I'm sure that now it has. Someone's listening to the live stream. Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
That was very deep.
Yeah.
Very nice. 3 white lights.
You think he's happy?
I think he's very happy. He's very pumped.
Now, Maras Joseps from the neighboring country of Latvia. The 3 Baltic states, of course, Latvia, Lithuania and Estonia. And he's a 31-year-old policeman. PB is 340.
340.
So
and he's been competing for 19 years.
Yeah. He must have lied about his age in his first competition.
very fast,
Yeah,
isn't he?
that's got to be good, surely.
Three
Fastest
white lines.
squat of the day?
Definitely would say he's the fastest squatter of the day. He's just not waiting around.
No.
He's in and out.
Great. Now, Daniil Ermolev from Russia. This is an attempt on the European Open record, and it'll also push up the junior record because it is the same record and he holds both. And we're only in the second round.
So the current record is 340, so he's trying to chip it.
Just chip it, yeah. And the chip, of course, will be worth up to 2.5 kilos on his total, because someone half a kilo behind would have to go the full 2.5 kilos to go past him, unless they chip another record. This for a new European Open record. Well, very strong back up. Just wait for the referees. No! It's 2 red lights, and the Russian coach heads straight for the jury table.
So from this angle, so what? This is the second lights in this clock.
Now we're into the third round. Martin Borgland running again. And onto the screen appears the 120 plus guys. Oh, that's probably the deepest of the 3, I would say, but it's so slow, gives the referees a very good look. No, they all thought that was high. Oh, the margins are so fine.
He was too controlled.
Yeah. But it's the way he lifts, because he's done exactly the same in his first 2, and I honestly didn't see any difference between that and the others. Now, Rebrion is going 285 kilos. Oh, it's lovely and deep.
It's a battle to
oh, he's got so far to bring it back up.
3
and it
red
was
lines.
just too much. And just looking ahead, Tammy, we're going to have at least, well, we're going to have 2 European Open record attempts in this round. Ermolov is going to try again with 340.5. Yusups from Latvia, the fast squatter, is going to go 345. We're going to have a real battle for squat medals. And then it'll be the supers. Carl Peter Somerset, Norway. Well, the first Norwegian got a red light.
I don't think he's coming out.
And he may not be coming out. He may have decided that 292.5 is enough for him for the day. And of course, what they do by letting the minute run down is give the other lifters more of a chance to recover. And remember, Palauskas, the favourite, still has not got a squat on the board. He has to take his opener for the 3rd time.
It's pretty much all or nothing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's just got to sink it in.
And if it doesn't come up, it doesn't come up. Well, of course, the second time he didn't bring it back up, did he?
No.
He got extra depth, didn't bring it back. And it's Palauskas, the other Lithuanian, who is next. No, sorry, this is Amandas Palauskas, my apologies. This is to stay in the competition, and he was the favourite. He is the home country athlete, and oh, we wish him well.
The crowd is wishing him well as well.
This is not just Lithuania, this is everyone in the room. Here we go. Well, he brings it up. We wait for the referees.
2-1.
2-1. Oh, how close was that?
Literally, my heart is racing.
And Paulauskas stays in the competition. He is the best bench presser, and he is one of the best deadlifters, and he nearly, so nearly, went out on squats. But we can relax.
We can
Paul Johannes Hedrick from Germany, 310.
So he's just shy of his personal best, which is 310.5.
Half a kilo.
Come on. Yes.
Brings it back up.
Let's see. 3 white lights.
Andrei Nin from Russia, 315 for him.
Which matches his personal best also.
Yeah, he's gone nice and conservatively. 300, 310, and now 315. And he's the lightest in the class. And the other Russian, Ermelev, is the second lightest. You enjoying the best seat in the house?
It's great sitting here, still a bit nerve-wracking.
Imagine you're under that bar.
Oh,
That's nerve-wracking. This is chatting.
Ooh,
Well, no. And the Russian coach punches the air in disappointment.
3 red lights.
But he only loses
unfortunately.
5 kilos. Now, Joseph Walton. Well, he came for a PB. He's gone up 2.5, and this will, in fact, equal his PB. Remember, red lights from 2 of the referees last time. He's nearly there. He just needs to go 1 fraction deeper.
Come on, you've got this. Sink it deep. Come on, come on.
It's coming back up. We'll wait for the referees. He likes it.
3 white lights, that's great. So at least he's matched his personal best
He
today.
certainly has.
You can't ask for much than that.
No, Piotr Sadowski, 330 kilos for the pole.
So his personal best is 340, so
Just below.
yeah, this
But he's
should
made
be
nice
okay.
jumps, 310, 320, 330.
Building a nice total.
And his prognosis is second. So obviously he doesn't want to throw away kilos. He just wants to stay in the mix. The more kilos you can add now,
Building
as
that
you know
fourth
from
number.
yesterday,
Yeah.
the less weight has to be on the bar with the final deadlift. Very low bar. Just feeling the weight before he finally takes
Less
it.
than 10 seconds left.
And he gets the squat command with 6 seconds remaining. Looks good.
Ooh,
No.
2-1.
Well, he gets 2 reds for that. And the coach looks bemused. He got that little bounce I'm talking about at the bottom, and
He's slightly was shifting to the side,
Yeah.
if you notice on the playback. But his coach definitely is not happy with that.
oh, the coaches are never happy with any 2-to-1s. They know they've got a chance to challenge. Now, Pavlenko, Ukraine. And the Polish coach is over at the table, and they're looking at the replay. We may yet see that changed.
Well, this
Yes,
is
one of the jury members is coming to the speaker's table. Meanwhile, this is Pavlenko, really powerful on his first 2 squats.
This is a PB for him. Personal best.
Oh, so
very
that
strong.
could be an opener.
That was very, very strong.
And we can
And
tell
3 white
you
lights.
3 white lights, and we can tell you the Polish lifter Sadovsky's outcome has been reversed by the jury, and they have decided his 330 was good. And suddenly he moves into bronze in the squat with that. 2 European record attempts to follow. If this is successful, it will push Sadovsky out of the squat medals, but he will not care about that. He's just building a total. He's got an eye on the bigger prize. So this is the junior Russian going for the open record.
And the junior record, isn't it?
He brought it up really strongly, but he just was not deep enough. Can he go that fraction deeper? And if he does, will his record last more than a minute? Because Yusup's will go 3, 4, 5.
That looked very good.
Yeah, it looked good
Let's
here.
3 white lights.
You're getting quite excited, aren't you?
No, it's so exciting up front.
That was a great lift from the Russian. Now, whatever happens after the next lift, he will still be the European junior record holder, but whether he is the open record holder or not depends upon what Maras Jusups does with this attempt on the European open record to push it up by another 4.5 kilos to 345. Now, don't blink, you might miss it.
Literally. That was so fast.
Oh, I'm going to wait for the
so
referees. It's 3 white lights, and it's a new European open squat record. He has just blown that record apart.
Look at that speed.
How good was that? Fabulous lifting from the morning of day 1 here right through to the afternoon of day 10. And we don't even pause for breath. We're into the 120 plus. And it's Tadas Geisas from Lithuania. And he will be opening on 287.5.
And his personal best is 300, so seems like he's playing it safe.
I would think so, but you know, 12.5 isn't much of a percentage down on your PB. It's still 95, 97%, so he's going to have to work.
He looks ready for it.
Now let's look at some of the body weights here. He's a lightweight. He's under 140 kilos. Oh, that's deep.
Solid.
What a good lift.
Solid. 3 white lights as well.
That's one you don't even need referees for. Now, Janis Ansmits from Latvia. And the Lithuanians are out in force for this final session. We have got a full hall. This has been shown on Lithuanian television all week. And we think a lot of people that have been watching it on television earlier have come to the venue for this final session. And we have a fantastic atmosphere, standing room only. Ansmits. Looks good.
3 white lights. Very good.
Now Robert Vala. I've been calling him Robert several times this week when he's been coaching all the other Slovakian lifters, and for the life of me, I cannot remember his second name.
So his personal best is 300.
And he's going 300. Yeah. Well, he's the main coach for Slovakia. He's got to know what he's doing if anyone does.
I'm nervous for him.
I'm just wondering if this is a season's best PB.
Oh, okay.
There was no need to be nervous.
And that was 3 white lights.
How good was that?
How smooth. Controlled.
Now, this is the former world equipped champion from 2 years ago. Oh, actually, last year? Was it? No, it was 2 years ago. He won the Equip World title in Pilsen in Czech Republic with his very last deadlift. And the place just went crazy. So this is his opening squat. Now focusing on classic lifting. That's really good from Lupash.
3 white lights.
And I'm glad to say he's changed his profile picture since I last commented on him. I think his old one, he was 15 years old and he weighed about 75 kilos soaking wet. Now Robert Gleisner from Finland is next up. 168.4 kilos. And he's not the heaviest either.
So his personal best is 307.5, and he's opening up at 305.
He is, but remember Valak opened up on his PB and it was smooth and easy. Let's see what the Finn can do. Well, did he get depth? It was very strong back up. Yes,
Well,
he does.
They liked it, 3 white lights.
Now, Jari Sario, also from Finland, and he's going 312.5 kilos.
And his personal best is 335 kilos. So, yes.
Very experienced campaigner.
That was very deep.
Oh, what a battle. That's harder than you want to have to work at in an opener. And it's
white
3 white lights, yeah, but unless he lost his line or did something technical, where can he go with his next lift? That seemed pretty much at his limit.
Yeah, lean into the right there.
Now Viktor Marinenko, and he is the second lightest in the class. No, he is the lightest in the class, sorry. He is a mere 130.7 kilos.
So his personal best is 317.5, and he's opening up at
315. I think the quality is so high, they're all pushing each other. Ukrainian coach Zanbud crouching down to get the best possible view right in the edge of the referee's area.
He looked very great for depth.
Great
Let's
squat.
see. 3 white lights.
Now Simrast, the reigning champion from Estonia, opens his campaign with 3. Sorry, no, it's Steve Ringold from Belgium next. An old friend of the media team and being coached by a new friend of the media team. It's Hugo de Graaf who's out with him. And there is Rob Estlins, your fellow co-commentator. Rob did 6 sessions this week. We're so grateful for his input. Now, come on, Big Steve. 327.5.
With a personal best of 347.5.
Came back last year from a biceps tear while doing deadlift, so he's come back and he's as good, if not better than ever. That looks good.
He liked it. 3 white lights, they also did.
He was lying on Facebook. He said he was over 150 kilos again. He's not. He's only 149.4. Get some new scales, Steve. Oh, he'll be delighted to get his opener in. We've seen him struggle in the past. Now, Simrast, Estonia. He cruised through this competition last year. He was imperious on all 3 lifts. And he weighs 185.2 kilos.
With a personal best of 342.5.
And he's still not the heaviest. Great lift from Rust. And the question is, can anyone come
3
close
white
to
lights.
him this year, or will he defend his title? Now, Solodov from Russia, 342.5 on the bar.
And his personal best is 370 kilos.
Yeah, you'll have seen him in the venue all week, coaching other lifters. And now, finally, on the final afternoon, it is his turn to take to the platform. And just look at how he barely fits into the squat rack. It'll give you an idea of how big he is. 166.8 kilos. 342.5 on the bar. And this should really be quite easy.
His legs look amazingly strong, so... Ooh.
He was very fast up and down, almost too fast for us to see, but I had my suspicions, and both the centre and the far referees call that high on depth. And now there is one more, and it is Ruben Rico, España. He is opening 355, and I know he plans to go an awful lot heavier than this.
His personal best is 370 kilos.
His job is a parachute jumper.
Really?
I would say it's more a parachute tester.
Okay, he lets out a very intimidating scream.
As the parachute doesn't open.
That's what's
good.
deep.
Looks good.
Very strong. 3 white lights.
And at the end of the first round, Rico leads from Rast with Ringoot in bronze medal position. We've set Ringoot a little test. We promised him if he gets onto the podium at an international championship for the first time. He's won the Western Europeans, but at a full Europeans, we promised him he'll have an interview afterwards. So that is his motivation today. We haven't told him it's you doing the interview yet.
The person that barely talks. I think my coach would actually be happy for a change. I'm quiet.
He'll be saying, is that Martin Bass?
Yes.
The one that won't come to the microphone himself?
Yes. From Bethnal Green Weightlifting Club.
Yeah, with a great history of both weightlifting and powerlifting. And, well, we are waiting for Tadas to come out, and the clock is running down. Gekas, sorry, Tadas Gekas. And I'm not sure that he is coming out. He may have decided that one squat is enough. Such is the competition. And I don't think we'll see him now. Even if he were to race out, he's not going to get a squat in time. Just gives us time to get our breath back after that fantastic first round of squats. And it was a little bit special, wasn't it? Still waiting for Rico's next attempt to go in. Well, it's 375. He's jumped 20. And if he gets this, don't be surprised if he jumps another 15 or 20 with his third. But first of all, it's Janis Asmits from Latvia, 310 kilos.
Which matches his personal best.
And just looking at the Lithuanian, he's put in 3:10 for his third. I think he was just resting and saving everything for the third round. Oh, that's a good battle from Ansmits.
I'm not sure on depth. Oh, they liked it.
3 white lights. Sorry, I'm doing your job for you.
No, that's okay.
Now Robert Valak, he opened on his PB, if I remember, Timmy.
Yeah.
PB was 300. He's going 320 this time. And again, like several of these lifters, they've been coaching all week, giving their time and their energy to other lifters, and you hope they've kept enough in reserve for themselves.
After his first squat, I definitely think he has.
Yeah, it was a thing of beauty. It was in technical terms, the best squat of the round. That was good as well. Lovely and smooth. Lovely and
3
strong.
3 white lights.
3 white lights. Now David Lupash, he's taking it up to 320.
So his personal best is 3:30. So next attempt, maybe try to match it.
I would think so. And his job as a trainer. And how great to be trained by the world super heavyweight powerlifting champion. I don't imagine he'll be short of clients.
So he's been competing for 12 years and he's only 28 years old.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great squat. That is really a great squat.
3 white lights.
Yeah, and I think the profile picture I referred to earlier was from 12 years ago. He just never updated it, but he has now. And we have Robert Gleisner from Finland again, 320 kilos. Remember, everyone is in the competition apart from Solidov, and there was no strength issue at all, was there? From the Russian, it was simply depth.
So this is a personal best for him.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
His PB coming in was 307.
307.5.
He was just below that. He's jumped 15. 320 on the bar. That looks good. He smiles.
He's happy. 3 white lights.
It was better than his opener.
A lot smoother and stronger.
Now Viktor Marinenko. As we said, a mere 130.7 kilos body weight, a veritable lightweight in this company. 325 kilos on the bar.
And then this is another PB as well, because his personal best coming in was 317.5.
Yeah.
Everybody's pushing it today.
Well, they have to. They know the competition is so strong that just playing it safe will not get you anywhere. So 325 for a 7.5 kilo personal best.
Depth is definitely not an issue with him.
Fantastic squat.
3 white lights.
Now Yarisario, the other Finnish lifter, and he is going 327.5.
And his personal best is 335,
so he's coming close to it. You can see where some of the lighter lifters grip the bar very close to their shoulders. A lot of the heavier guys have the racks in so they can grip as wide as possible.
That was a very strong walkout.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
That's a fight.
Oh, what a battle. Well, we said we thought he was just about on his limit on his opener. He put
Well, he got
15
2 white
kilos
lights.
on it, and he got that as well.
2 white lights, so he's definitely happy with that.
Far side referee called it for yellow, which would be downward movement and squats. No, it stopped for a moment. I didn't see it going down, but then we didn't see the whole of the bar. Now, Steve Ringo, Belgium. 337.5 kilos.
And his personal best is 347.5.
Yeah, good squatter. He's really worked on his deadlift since the biceps detached, and he's come back as a stronger than ever deadlifter. Bench is looking better as well, opening at 322. His prognosis is third. That's his best ever prognosis. And we know Rob and Hugo will get the absolute best out of Big Steve. And let's see what the referees say.
3 white lights.
It's 2 from 2 for Ringut.
He's very happy with that. Very happy.
And he does the best imitation of a run that a 150 kilo man can do. Now, this is a big lift in many ways. Well, it is a big lift, 342.5, but also in context. Solidov missed this first time. He really must get it this time. Firstly, to avoid the pressure of third round to get one in. And secondly, so he can move on and perhaps move up the board and contend for a medal.
His personal best was 370
Yeah,
kilos.
way beyond this. But he just needs to make depth. Wasn't a
Sink
strength
it.
issue. That was better. And look how easily it came up. We'll wait for the referees though.
Well,
2 to
white
1.
lights. He's on the board.
Yeah, everyone is on the board. Nobody bombs. And now Simrast, 345 kilos.
So he's going for a PB today.
Prognosis has him in first. And if that isn't enough, he goes for a PB, not on his third lift, but on his second. So impressive. He doesn't have a weak lift. Good squatter, good bench presser, good deadlifter. That's why he is the champion. Yeah, that's good. Oh, what a great lift from Rast.
3 white lights.
Now, Ruben Rico, 375 kilos. And this is not even where he wants to finish. Just looking at the
His personal best being 370.
yeah,
Yes.
just looking at the nominations for the third rounds. Rast Solidov in at 355. So this is for the gold medal in squat with 1 round to go, because no one
It's close to
has
him.
nominated. He won't win anything in body weight. So if he doesn't get this, he could finish in bronze medal position. But if he gets this, he's the gold medalist. The screen just doesn't give an accurate picture of how big Rico actually is. And so strong and so flexible to be able to do what he does. Looks
He brought it
good.
back up. 3 white lights.
And it is gold medal in squat to Spain. He smiles.
Wipes the sweat off his head.
And we are into round 3. First up is Tadas Gesas, Lithuania. Now he missed his second lift, giving himself more recovery time. This will be what, a 10 kilo PB, Tammy?
Yes, he came in with 300 PB, so I'm assuming he was saving himself.
Yes, you would think so. Maybe he just felt he hadn't recovered enough and taken the extra time. He wanted the PB today. And a lot of Lithuanians in the crowd. And wait for the noise.
With the banners.
If he gets this. A lot of the support, of course, is for Palauskas in the under 120s, but this will receive a huge cheer as well. The crowd like it.
I like it.
The commentators like it. Two of the
1.
referees like it. And that is a good lift. Next up, Janis Ansmits, Latvia, 320 kilos.
With a PB of 310, so, you know, he's pushing it up each round. Literally, he's been chipping it and chipping it and chipping it.
Yeah, just taking sensible steps. He battles it up.
2 to
And
1.
again, the referee on the far side isn't liking quite a few of these lifts, but the other two are, and that's all that matters. Now Robert Balak, and he is going 330 kilos.
Which is 30 kilos above his previous personal best.
Yeah,
of
I think honestly, Temi, it's a season's best because we've seen him lift so many times before, and he is always close to the medals. And this will move him from 7th to 5th position as the battle for the squat, silver and bronze really gets underway. Remember, Rico already has gold. It's another good lift by Valak. He laughs at the top, doesn't even smile, has a laugh. Well,
2 to 1,
one of the referees didn't like it.
But it's on the board.
It's on the board, it's 2 to 1. That angle was less flattering than the first one we saw in terms of depth. Now David Lupash, 330 kilos.
Which matches his personal best.
And this will move him from 9th to 6th in the squats, with other lifters to follow who could push him back down. That should be good.
Great battle. Which he won 2 to 1.
Well, 2 to 1. But as we said, 2 is good enough. And Robert Gleisner, the two Finns now will follow each other. Gleisner on 330, Sario 332.5. Who will win the Battle of Finland? Gleisner has only been competing for 2 years. He's a storage worker. His PB coming in was 307.5.
Which he's just blown out of the
And now there's 330 on the bar. And you just think with lifters that have been competing for such a short time, how much more potential is there?
Thanks.
I suppose that could be you.
Thanks for giving me
it?
hope.
No,
just a bit too much today.
but still a great day for him in squat. 6 to go. This is Yari Sario. This will move him from 7th to 5th place. And he's just below his personal best,
which is 3:35. He's pumped.
Oh, what a battle! How did he manage that? But was it deep enough? Were the knees
white
locked?
lights.
Yes! Oh, he is happy. Now 4 left. Viktor Marinenko, 337.5 kilos.
I still can't believe his personal best coming in here is 317.5.
And this will put him into 4th place in squat, currently 8th. Last minute advice from the coach. He probably doesn't even hear it. He's so focused on what he's about to do.
Ooh.
That looks good to
He
me.
still
The
seems to
coach
have more in
likes
the
it.
tank.
Yeah.
3 white lights.
Yeah, there was more. That looked more like a second lift than a third. Now, Steve Ringood, Belgium, 342.5 on the bar. This to move him from 5th to 3rd place.
Which is just shy of his PB, which is 347.5.
Yeah,
He's been squatting really well today.
but he could still be pushed out of the medals by Solidov. This is to go ahead of Solidov in body weight into 3rd position. But Solidov yet to take his 3rd. Lovely and deep. That should be good. And he yells at the top.
3 white lights. That was definitely good. And he's so happy with that.
Gives the coaches a hug. Now we have Simras next. And it's 355 kilos. Rast can do nothing but build his total. This will not affect his position. He's in silver medal at the moment. Whether he remains in silver medal will depend on what Solidov does, not what he does. But this is to build the total.
And
This
a
is to keep
personal best
ahead
as
on
well.
prognosis. And a big personal best by 12.5 kilos.
Whoa.
Oh, what
That was
a
a
fight!
great fight. I thought he lost it in the
Yeah.
middle there, and he got it right back. 3 white
And
lights.
Sim Rast is on fire today.
3 white
The
lights, great job.
defending champion gets a 12.5 kilo personal best. Now we have Anton Solidov from Russia. Missed his opener. Got it 2-1 on his second. And all of a sudden, he has a lift to go into silver medal position and push Ringood back to 4th. The gold medalist, remember, is Ruben Rico, from Spain. This for the silver medal. Same weight as Rast, but at a lighter body weight. He's only 167 kilos. That's his best of the 3 lifts. That should be good.
3 reds.
What do I know? What do I know? And they can't even go to the jury. It's all 3 reds. I can only go on my view from the commentary position, not disagreeing with the referees. And it looks higher on replay than it did live. So, well, 1 lift to go, but the medal's decided. Ringgoed from Belgium takes the bronze. Rast, the defending champion from Estonia, takes the silver. Rico from España takes the gold. And this is to add another 5 kilos to the total to
And
take it up to
increase his personal
380.
best.
10 kilo PB improvement.
He's asking the room to pump him up.
Listen to the noise. And we have 6 platform crew on this. It's coming up, but I couldn't see it. Wait for the referee.
3 white lights.
It's 3 white lights for Ruben Rico. 380 kilos at 10 kilo PB. And he takes gold in the squat. What a fabulous first session we've had, and it promises to get even better. We'll be back for the bench press in 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to Kaunas in Lithuania. We are into the final session of a fantastic 10-day festival of lifting. The final session is the men's under and over 120 kilos in back-to-back flights. If you've been with us earlier, you would have seen fantastic squat competitions, lots of drama in both the under and over 120s, as you can see from the screen. We're just about to get ready with bench press. I'm joined once again by Temi Nuga. Welcome back to the commentary booth, Temi.
Hey.
You did try to escape at one
I
point,
did
but you
try to
were
run.
restrained.
I'm back.
And we are just about to go. If you weren't with us earlier, the whole of the 120 kilo class will lift, and then they will be immediately followed by the whole of the 120 plus class, and then there'll be a 10-minute break, and we'll come back and do it all again for deadlift. And just looking at the prognosis, it looks really exciting in both classes. It is going to go down once again to the last deadlift. So this is Christophe Rebreillon from the Netherlands, and that's a good opener. Not to belabor the point, Rebreillon used to walk around between 150 and 160 kilos and lift in the super heavyweights, but he has decided to drop weight. Now Joseph Walton, Great Britain, 177.5 kilos on the bar.
With a PB of 190 kilos.
So this should be quite comfortable. That's good.
Very comfortable.
And Joe, one of the lifters, who's taken a short break from the sport after he finished university and started working life. And now he's come back to the sport, we're delighted to say, and looking as strong as ever. Now, Paul Johannes Hedrick from Germany. And he's opening in 182.5.
And his personal best is 190, so he's opening up quite close to it.
This is the magic 400 pounds. This is what you need to lift to get your 400-pound bench press t-shirt. Well, he took a long time to get the start command, but once he did, nice and easy. Hopefully all these lifters will take reasonably safe openers. We'll get a column of green, and then they can really go into battle in the second and third rounds. As we've said before, what's the point of opening round about your maximum, and then you're going to fail twice, and you're going to lose all your momentum coming into deadlifts. But all the coaches know that. And this is the junior lifter, Ermolev. He broke the European Open squat record with his third attempt. The record lasted 90 seconds, and Jusups from Latvia went out after him and did 3:45. But of course, he keeps the European junior record.
So his personal best is 205 kilos.
So 190 should be reasonably okay. Bearing in mind that the juniors are just improving all the time.
3 white lights.
Now Pavlenko, Ukraine, 195.
Another one opening quite close to his personal best, which is 200.
Yeah, he did that in squats as well, if I remember correctly, and was very, very convincing on his squats. Telling the spotter exactly how to hand it off. Lots of lifters have different preferences. It's important the handoff spotter knows how far to take it before he lets go of the bar.
I'm exactly the same way. It has to be the same spot every time.
Yep. as with his squats.
3 white lights. He's on
Nice,
the board.
very convincing. Now Martin Borgland running, Norway.
So his personal best is 207.5. I'm just so fascinated how close they're opening up
Yeah.
to their personal best. Because for me, being relatively new to the sport, my coach is always saying to play it safe, get on the board.
Well, your coaches are wise because, as I said a few minutes ago, why would you open up on your PB, struggle to get it, and have nowhere else to go? You know, get one on the board, get confident, you can relax a little bit once you've got your first one in. But that looked very convincing.
2 to 1.
He gets a yellow from the referee on the far side. And we presume it was for butt off the bench, but we couldn't really see because there are 4 spotters in attendance with the weight of the bar. Now, Carl Petter Somerset, Norway, 202.5 kilos.
With a personal best of 216 kilos.
A reminder, if it comes to body weight, the lightest in the class is Inin, the Russian. And the next lightest is actually Pavlenko.
That was very convincing.
Yeah.
Ooh, the rest didn't like it.
Well, something we didn't see. Looked good from our angle. That's a problem with bench press. And the butt came way up.
Oh yeah, you
The
can see it
foot
there.
slid, but that's not against the rules anymore. It's allowed to slide, but it must remain flat. The change was because the sliding is no advantage to the lifter, but if they come onto their toes, that helps them to push more with their feet.
So he's opening up with his personal best, which is 207.5.
Yeah.
They're feeling very confident today.
Confidence is well placed by the look of things. It
3
was-
white lights.
He had to work, but he wasn't at his limit. I think he's got enough in him for a second, but I question where he might go with his third. Now, Sadowski, remember, he was very solid in his squats. He went 310, 320, 330. The 330 originally red lighted by 2 of the referees and then overturned by the jury. And his prognosis is second place. But it's the same number as Jusup's. All that separates him on prognosis is body weight. In fact, it's the same number as Palauskas as well. Let's see this. The top 3 in prognosis
white
are
lights.
all in exactly the same total at the moment. So this is gonna go right down to the end. What a fantastic conclusion we're going to get. You always worry that after 9.5 days of superb lifting, the last session might leave us a little bit flat. That is not going to happen today.
Are my favourite squatters coming up now?
On the bench.
Yep, on the bench.
Well, Mara's Yusup's 225.
And his personal best is 250. Let's see if he's as fast on the bench as he is on the squat.
I think that you've just got your answer.
3 white lights.
Now, this is the last lift of the first round. Amandas Palauskas. Remember, he just got his third squat in,
Just.
2 to 1. And he was the favourite. And he was the favourite because he has the biggest bench. His PB is 265, 240 on the bar. Have you ever seen 240 pressed easier than that? And the Lithuanian
And
crowd just love it.
Everybody loves it. Didn't even break a sweat.
Into the second round, Christophe Rebrion from the Netherlands again, 170 kilos for him.
So his personal best is 175, so maybe go for that next. Or
Yeah. What hurts him is his long arms. He has just got to press the bar so much further than anybody else, but they will help him in deadlift.
I understand that problem.
We need to get you over 100 in bench. That's Project 2020.
I'd love that.
110 bench.
Oh, let's get to the 100 first. That was fast down.
He's working, he's working, he's working.
He's locked it out.
Oh, well done.
Let's see what. 2 to 1.
2 to 1. Gets a yellow from the far referee. Yeah, there was daylight. So you almost feel he deserves it for the work he put in, because when he gets it to where he started struggling, everyone else is already locked out by then. Joseph Walton, 185 kilos on the bar.
With a personal best of 190. So he's in PB territory.
Looked nice and convincing with his opener. Good second as well. What do you think he might go? Tell me another 5? Well,
I personally would say 5.
He gets a blue from the far side. A blue and a yellow, which says downward movement, and the butt came up.
Okay, I can kind of see the butt.
Didn't see the blue. But he gets it 2 to 1. Paul Johannes Hedrich, Germany, 187.5. And bear in mind, he has the biggest opening deadlift, not just of this flight, but of the whole day. He opens 340. I think the biggest deadlift of the week this week is 360 from the 105s.
So his personal best is 190 today, so we'll see if he can get a PB. That was a great opener, and he got 3 white lights.
And he is within 2.5 kilos of his personal best. Now, Ermolev, 200 kilos for the Russian junior.
So his personal best is 205 kilos, so just 5 kilos off.
Just coming to it in a nice, sensible way. So if he's just off from it today, he throws away 5 kilos rather than 15. Hope you're enjoying this at home. And if you're watching on television in Latvia, you must be loving it, because your guy is the favorite to win the gold medal in this class. And he will certainly get the gold medal in bench, I would imagine. Great lift.
I see a PB in there today.
Yeah,
3 white lights.
I think so. I agree with you. And don't count the Russian out to get onto the podium. It is so close. I'm not going to bore you with lots of prognosis numbers at the moment. Just take it that it will go down to the very last deadlift.
So his personal best is 216 and opening up at 202.5.
Yeah, second lift.
So yeah. Can you remember why he... Oh, the butt came off last
Yes,
time,
it
didn't
did.
it? Yeah.
So he's taking it again.
3
And
white
that's
lights.
better. 3 white lights. Now, Dmytro Pavlenko, Ukraine, 202.5 kilos. We are shooting through this, halfway through the second round already, and it's really beginning to develop. The atmosphere in the hall is just fantastic.
So this would be a personal best for him if he gets it, because he came here with 200, and this is what, 202, so
Yeah,
0.5.
and it's only the second round. Oh, he had to work, but it was a PB. You're supposed to work for PBs.
2-1.
2-1. Referee on the far side called yellow. Let's have a look. No, we can't see from that angle. But he gets it 2-1. Martin Borgland running. 210 kilos.
Another PB.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on fire today.
Great lift.
Oh.
Well, got yellows. If we see the replay, it looked good from our angle. Again, we can't see from that angle, unfortunately. I think the problem is that the angle we usually use, because there are 4 spotters, then we just can't see through them. So I think we always take the referee's word. The replay is just by way of explanation. But I think we can assume in that case that the 2 yellows were for the butt coming off the bench. Andre Inin, 212.5 kilos.
Another personal
Another
best.
PB, still in the second round. PB fest today. Oh, you can see the effort it takes.
I'm nervous to comment now. 3 white lights. I was so scared to say he got it in, and then the rest of it, no.
All you say is it looks good.
It looks good. Okay, I'll take that one. 3 white lights.
Because we can't see what the referees can see. Piotr Sadowski, 220. Coming closer to his PB as well.
Which is 225. So just 5 kilos off.
This will put him first place in prognosis, because he's jumped 10. Palauskas has jumped 7.5. But I promised I wouldn't talk about prognosis this early.
He's been so consistent.
Yep. 10 kilo jumps on his squats. And a 10 kilo jump between first and second bench. I suspect it'll be less.
2 white lights, 2-1.
We get a yellow from the chief referee this time. Perhaps we can see what that's for. Now, this is where it gets serious. Maris Yusups, he's going 230 kilos. Still 20 kilos off his PB.
Yeah, which is 250, so yeah. This should be another fast one then.
The extra weight slowed him down a bit, but it's still good.
3 white lights.
Get the impression he's now quite close to his limit though.
Yeah.
Now Amandas Palauskas, and listen to the noise as he comes onto the stage. 247.5 kilos. And I think this will be for the gold medal. I'm just waiting for Jusup's third to double check. Great bench press. Great bench press from Palauskas. And yes, Yusups, as we thought, he's taken the minimum increase. He's gone to 232.5. And that means with that lift of 247.5 kilos, Amandas Palauskas is the gold medalist in bench press. Now, Joseph Walton, he's going to be just shy of his PB. 185 second attempt obviously felt that was quite close to his best, so he's only gone up 2.5 kilos.
I suppose every kilo counts,
Yeah,
building up that total.
absolutely.
Punch it up, come on. Come on.
Good.
3 white lights. And he's got a big smile on his face, so he's happy with that.
And so he should be. Now Hedrick, 192.5 for the German.
Okay, PB, so this is another PB for him.
Yeah, this is the last round, and this is where we start calling the bench places. Remember, Palauskas already has the gold, and he is going for a record. He is going for the World Open record with his third attempt. He'll be going 254.5. That looks good from Hedrick.
3 white lights.
Now Pavlenko, 205 kilos. Remember, after the next 8 lifts, there is no let up in the action. We go straight to the 120 plus.
He is coming out, just taking his time.
Yes, there you can see him.
There he is.
Should have plenty of time. You can see the clock ticking down. The problem is he's wasted half his minute getting to the bench. No problem unless he has to re-rack, and then he will be in a world of trouble.
Really had to work for it.
Oh, he's battled it up. I think that's good.
Thinking about his left. Yeah.
No.
His left elbow.
Well, the referee in the middle gave it for blue. That would be soft elbow. The other two gave it probably for butt raised. And I think, yes, you can see it coming up there. It's not the ideal position, but the lifter safety is far more important than the replay camera. And this is Ermelev going 207.5 kilos. Well,
no, I was just going to say, which is another PB, because
yeah,
his current PB coming here was 205.
really impressive in his first two. Can he go 3 for 3?
I think he can. I'm not putting money on it though.
You should have put money on it.
3 white lights.
Great lifting from the young Russian. Now Somerset from Norway, 212.5 kilos. This 212 kilos only good enough for 5th place in the bench.
So his current PB's 216, so
Just below.
yeah, he should be okay with this. But we never know. No.
The
not
commentator's curse.
today. It wasn't me. Oh.
Now Andre Inin, 215 kilos on the bar.
He's been literally on fire today, hasn't
Yeah.
he? PB in his second round now. I'm not going to say anything.
Now another PB attempt.
I don't want to jinx him again.
You learn sometimes to think things and not say them. In commentary and in life. No, just too much.
See, that cannot be my fault.
No, and it was only a 2.5 kilo jump. I think the problem was, we said he was really right in his limit in the second. He knew that himself. He only put 2.5 kilos on.
Yeah.
Possibly mentally thought, you know, I was at my limit, I have no more. Martin Borgland running. Missed 210. I think, if I remember rightly, he got it okay, but he got yellows from the two side referees. But he has upped the weight, and he said, you know what, I'm strong enough for this. I'm going to do it. And this for a 10 kilo PB for the Norwegian. This will move him into 4th place in the bench. No, just too much. And the problem with him not retaking it is instead of having 210 on the board, he now only has 200 on the board, and that will hurt his total. Now the top 3, well, the places are really decided. Sadowski is already 3rd, Yusups is already 2nd, Palauskas is the winner. This is all about adding kilos to the total, and in Palauskas' case, getting a new world record. So Sadowski, this is to add another 5 kilos.
And also to match his personal best at 225.
And prognosis, he will go into 1st place if he gets this. Oh, it's a great battle. Looks good.
3 white lights, it was good.
And suddenly that extra 10 kilos he got when the jury overturned the referee's decision might become very, very important, because there is not going to be 10 kilos between these lifters at the close of play. Now Yusups, 232.5, still well below his personal best
of 250.
But obviously he feels this is the most he has today. So don't chase dreams if you don't think it's there. Just build kilos. Have a chance of the overall title with the last pull. He's fighting, but no, it's just stalled.
It's gone back.
But he's not lost anything. He's not lost anything. He's done absolutely the most he can do on the day. And there is one more lift, and then we go into the 120 plus. And this lift is an attempt at a new world record by Amandas Palauskas, Lithuania. And just listen to the crowd when he comes out, and if the lift is good. His PB is 265. That would have been set at a Lithuanian event, I would imagine, where you can't set a world record.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. World records, for the benefit of viewers at home who aren't really powerlifters, world records can only be set at international events such as European, Asian, Pan American Championships, and of course World Championships. And listen to the noise. Amandas Palauskas, a weight he has exceeded before, to break the world record. Listen to the crowd. It's going up. No! Just too much on the day. And a quite enthralling contest has finished, with the bronze medal going to Sadowski, the silver to Yusups, the gold to Palauskas. In overall, Palauskas has 552.5, Sadowski has 555, Yusups has 575, but the other two are better deadlifters, and it is all to play for. Well, I can't even pause for breath, because we move on to the 120 plus class. And this is Solodov, Russia, 182.5 kilos on the bar.
There seems to be something going on.
No, he's just explaining how he wants the bar to be handed off.
So his personal best is 205 kilos.
Seems to have quite a close grip. Looks good.
3 white lights, it was good. He doesn't seem very pleased with it though.
No. Now, Tadas Gesas from Lithuania, perhaps he will be happier with his attempt at 190 kilos.
With a personal best of 205.
Just looking, the biggest opener is Simrast, and that will be 235. But 8 other lifters between Gesas and Rast.
That just flew off his chest.
It did.
3 white lights.
Really sunk it into his chest. Of course, you can do that before the press command, but if you do it afterwards, you get blue lights. Now, Robert Gleisner, Finland. 190 kilo opener for both the Finnish lifters.
And a personal best of 192.5.
That looks good. Nice, safe, easy opener.
3 white lights.
Jari Sario from Finland. Next out. Same weight, same country. That's a good opener as well.
3 white lights, so he's on the board.
Now Maranenko, 195.
With a PB of 210.
Wow.
Wow.
We used the W word at the same
3 white
time.
lights. He literally just looks like he's built
Yeah.
like a tank.
Yep.
I'm not even going to say anything because he's opening up at 205 and his PB's 200. So I'm not going to say anything anymore.
Yeah, Robert Valak. Well, I suspect again this is a season's PB. I think when a lot of the countries, get the nomination forms in English and it's not their native language, they can sometimes misinterpret season's best from best ever.
Because he's just proved me wrong every time today. He's just on
Valak
fire.
is a good lifter.
3 white lights.
Now Jana Zansmits from Latvia, 210 kilos.
With a PB of 220. So just shy of his personal best.
The safety instructor that started lifting when he was 9 years old. I suppose, you've got kids learning technique with very light bars.
Well, it's
at
really
that
big
sort of
now
age,
on
it
Instagram,
is,
isn't it? So
that's great. So maybe he meant since he started lifting weights rather than when he started competing, because of course the rules in the IPF are you cannot compete until your 14th birthday. Now Steve Ringgold, Belgium. PB of 235, and he's opening 220. Hugo de Gras, his coach, looking on carefully. A great lifter in his own day. He would probably say he's still a great lifter. As a master.
He's still lifting?
Not sure.
Okay.
A great lift from Ringgold.
3 white lights, it certainly was.
Now David Lupash, also taking 220 kilos from Czechia.
With a personal best of 243.
Yeah, that would have been setting the Czechia national record. I remember first seeing him at the Worlds in Stavanger in 2013, and everyone was talking about him as a junior lifter of great promise. Well, he's delivered on all that promise. Now an established open lifter, one of the very best. Great lift.
3 white lights. I just love how effortless they make their bench look.
Wait till the third. Now, Ruben Rico, 222.5 kilos.
His personal best is 230. So he's feeling very confident today.
Oh, great lift.
3 white lights. Who's looking for the lights there?
Well, easiest 3 white lights of the week, I think that. And finally, Simrast, 235 kilos.
Way under his personal best of 257.5.
Yeah, if I'm correct, he set that this time last year in Kaunas. Same city, different venue. This is much larger and, dare I say it, much warmer than last year's venue.
It's been absolutely amazing training here and competing here.
The organisers have got everything right, and every compliment to them. We didn't expect anything else.
3 white lights.
Rast's defence of his title continues into the second round. It's Solidov, 192.5.
And his personal best is 205. So he's building it up slowly.
Yeah. Just takes his time. Clock ticks down. There's still over 30 seconds to go as he takes the bar. Well, no, he's still not ready. Looks good.
And it was good 3 white lights. I want to know what would make him smile.
You shouldn't ask me questions like that. And perhaps you shouldn't be asking anyone questions like that.
I walked into that one.
Yari Sario.
So he's no, you go first.
197.5 on the bar.
I was going to say his personal best is 230.
Yeah, he's well below today. Obviously feels it's just a case of harvesting as many kilos as he can on a day when his bench isn't at its best. He may be recovering from injury from all we know, and that looks good, but I would say that was close to his limit.
I would agree with you, 3 white lights.
Tadas Gechas next. 200 kilos.
Chipping away at that 205 personal best. They've got the flags waving.
Yes, over on the far side, Lithuanian flags. They've come out in force today. They see themselves on the screen. And that is a good lift.
Beautiful.
From Gechas.
3 white lights. It's so nice when people come to support, and it literally can push you a long way.
And it just lifts the whole atmosphere in the hall. I think this is the fullest it's been all week. Gleisner, Finland. 200 kilos.
Which will be a personal best for him.
Ooh, just, well.
Let's see.
Will the referees interpret the stop? No, they're fine. 3 white lights. I didn't see any downward movement. I was just wondering if any of the referees might have. No. Touch and go. We've seen them given. We've seen them turned down. Now, Marinenko, 205 kilos. Nice and easy with his opener, if I remember.
It really was. He's the guy that I said reminds me of a soldier, toy soldier. 205, PB is 210, so.
With arms that look as if they were made to bench press.
Beautiful.
Easy again.
Absolutely beautiful. 3 white lights. And he's happy with it. He's got a great smile on his face.
Wait till he hears about the toy soldier. He'll soon change his tune. When are you leaving the country? Robert Valak, 215 kilos. It'll be his best this year, let's just say that.
Yeah, we'll keep it at that.
Good bench press.
3 white lights.
He's happy again. Clenches his fist. Now Ansmits. 220 kilos.
Which matches his personal best.
Yeah. This to move from 6th to 4th on the bench. Looks good.
3 white lights, it was good.
Now Steve Ringgold. This to move from 3rd to silver medal position in the bench with 225 kilos. But lifters to come, of course, that could push him right back down to fourth.
Psyching himself up.
Great lift for Big Steve.
3 white lights.
5 from 5 so far.
He's having a good day.
Now, who have we got next? Ruben Rico, 230 kilos.
Also matching his personal best.
Yeah, this to push him from bronze to silver medal position for now. Remember, with 2 lifters plus another round still to come. Already I'm beginning to anticipate the deadlifts and the battles. Oh, yes. I thought for a moment it was going to stall, but he managed to push through. And he moves into silver medal position. Next up, we've got David Lupash for 230. That would move him into silver medal position. And as we said, push Ringo back down to bronze. The coaches will all be thinking, where do we go for our thirds? No.
Not today. Just that bit too heavy. Do you think they'll go up or just...
Sometimes it, it looks impossibly heavy and, the plane's about an inch out and they come along next time and make it look easy. But I
would
just
you suggest they stay at that weight?
Oh,
or
yes,
do you think they'll go up?
I don't know. It depends what there is to gain and lose. I mean, Lupash is in 4th place in prognosis. But if he doesn't get that, he drops back 10 kilos. So I think I would be doing it again if I was him and hoping for a better outcome. Simrast, finally in the second round, 247.5. Oh,
I blinked and I missed it.
That's the
3 white
bench
lights.
press gold. Just there. I told you at the start, Rast had no weaknesses. Good in all 3 lifts. And we're into the third round, and it's Solidov again, 197.5. Temi's still thinking of ways to make him smile, but it looks like bench press isn't one of them.
He must be a deadlifter.
Not today, anyway.
Okay.
Well, it's a third lift. It looks like an opener.
Literally. Okay, 2-1.
Got a yellow from the near side referee from Latvia. Yeah, you can see the light, but he gets it. Yarisario. Well, we thought he was right on his limit with his second. He thought so as well. He's gone up another 2.5 kilos. Who knows what difference that 2.5 kilos might make to the final outcome. So worth taking the lift in his mind rather than getting the extra rest.
He's
battling.
fighting.
No. I guess we thought he was on his limit with the second, and it was a no lift in the third round. Now Robert Gleisner, 2:02.5.
Which will also give him a personal best.
Yeah,
So from his second lift was a personal best, and this is also one.
another 2.5 kilos. His PB coming in 192.5. So if he makes this, it'll be a 10 kilo improvement on the day.
The loaders and spotters have been absolutely amazing this week.
Looks good. And he wins the Battle of Finland, the mini battle between the two Finnish
Still
lifters.
waiting for the lights.
Well, referees taking their time to press.
3 white lights.
Oh, what a relief after me saying that.
You got there.
One of these days I'll learn to say it looks good and then wait. Now Gachas, 2:07.5 on the bar for a 2.5 kilo personal best. And once again the Lithuanians in the crowd rise to greet their lifter and try and encourage him to lift more than he has ever lifted before.
And they did. Let's see for the 3 white lights.
He's happy. Marinenko next. 212.5 kilos.
Which will be a PB for him. Toy soldier. He's got this.
$212.5 kilos.
Fight for it. Come on, come on.
No, just too much.
Looked
Big
like
jump, 7.5 from second to third.
Also looked like he lost his line.
Yes, could well have done. Now Robert Valach, I know you've been impressed with his lifting all day, Temi. And this will put him to 4th place in the bench press. Just outside the medals, but still building the total. From Slovakia. Yep, that looks good.
3 white lights, it was good.
Now, Jonas Ansmits, 225 kilos, just outside the bench medals. This would put him into 4th place for now. A reminder, at the end of this round, we take a 10-minute break, and then we come back for an explosive final deadlift session to end a fantastic 10 days lifting.
If he does get this, this will be a 5 kilo PB for him.
Yeah, equaled his PB in his last one.
Yeah.
And we wish him well. It was a good fight last time. If you remember, we saw it from the overhead position. Oh, that looked good.
3 white lights.
New PB. Now Steve Ringold taking 230 kilos. And this will put him from bronze to silver medal position. But he could still finish out of the bench medals. Because Lupak could push him out of the medals, but he would need to do more than he missed last time. Ringgood for 230. Nice, gentle 5 kilo jumps, first to second, second to third. Oh, he's fighting, that's good. And I think that was a good call from the coaches. I think that was right in his limit. And the big guy's nearly happy. Well, this is Ruben Rico. He just got 230. If you remember, it stopped and then started again without going down. He needs to go to the well one more time, push 2.5 kilos more up, and he will be the likely silver medalist. Lupas can still take it on body weight. But remember, Lupas would have to lift more than he missed last time in order to do that. They clearly thought the extra 2.5 was worth the risk.
He lets out a roar.
Yeah. Summoning all his power. This will be everything he has got. Oh, it's good. Much better than the 230.
3 white lights.
And he moves into silver medal position. Now, Lupas, well, if he gets this, Rico goes down to bronze, Ringgold goes out of the medals, and Lupas takes silver. Can he do more than he did not do last time to get over silver and bench? Oh, yes, he can. That was a great battle by Lupas.
3 white lights.
Wow! Where did that come from? And Lupas takes the silver in bench. Rico, the bronze. And this man, Simrast, is the gold medalist as he looks to push his total up to 610 kilos. Did you ever expect any other outcome than that? Rast is the one that is really on fire today. And just to summarize, bronze medal to Rico, silver medal to Lupas, gold medal to Rast, and overall, Rico leads on 612.5, Rast is second on 610, Ringgood third on 572, Lupas fourth on 562. But remember, although Rast is 2.5 kilos behind, he has a bigger deadlift opener than Rico. But it will all go down to the very last deadlift of the championship. We hope you're enjoying this. Join us again in 10 minutes for the deadlift. Welcome back to Kaunas in Lithuania, where at the end of 10 days of superb competition, most of us that have covered and reported on these events for years cannot remember a championship being so exciting in terms of battles and the quality in virtually every class for the whole 10 days. And it all comes down to this final session, under and over 120 kilo class deadlifts in back-to-back flights. And we know from the prognosis that the battle for deadlift medals and overall titles is going to go right down to the very last deadlift of the competition. Will it be a good one, as Temi Nuga did last night to win deadlift gold in the under 84 women's, or will it be someone just failing, as happened in the 105 men's class last night, to no, that was in the 93s.
Yeah,
just failing with a lift that would have taken them from way back to win the title. Sit back, enjoy the last session from Kaunas, and let us talk you through every single lift. Maras Jusups from Latvia, first out, 292.5 kilos on the bar.
With a 315 kilo PB. Nice and smooth. 3 white lights. My favorite lift, if you haven't guessed.
Now Joe Walton, and he is going on 295.
And his PB's 320. I'm trying to turn him into a deadlifter, but he loves a squat.
Well, you keep trying. Does he train at the same club as you?
No, he trains in Cardiff, so.
Okay. Well, that's good.
3 white lights.
Deadlift is certainly the purest lift, isn't it?
Yeah.
And your favourite? You were telling me earlier your background is as a international 100 meters runner.
So yeah, I used to run, and then after athletics, I then went into rugby, and then after rugby, now into powerlifting. So I've done 3 different sports, but fundamentally they're all very similar disciplines.
They all help your deadlift.
Yeah, exactly. My posture
and
changed
that's
very
why
strong.
after 1 year of competition, you're the European deadlift champion, under 84 kilos. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
This is Borgland running, and that is good.
So his personal best is 320, and that was a good lift.
I think everyone, you know, it's been a long, tiring day. Some of these guys have been coaching all week, particularly the Slovakian and the Russian lifters in the over 120s. I think everyone just wants to get a deadlift on the board, make a total, and then go on from there. No, no, no. And that seemed to be maybe sometimes in the opener, you just don't focus in the grip, you think it's going to be easy. And I've just noticed there's been a change in the under 120 class here. Rebriand, who was just in the middle of the pack for his openers, has upped his opener to 342.5. It won't do anything for his total in terms of medals, but it will certainly give him a chance of deadlift gold if he can open that heavy. We did speak of the long arms that hurt him on the bench, helping him in the deadlifts, but this is Somerset, Norway, 310 kilos.
With a PB of 352.5. Nice and safe, 3 white lights.
Yeah, get one on the board, you've still got 2 more to play around with. So who took your deadlift numbers decisions yesterday? Tell me, was it you, or was it the coaches, or was it a combination?
No, it was the coaches. I don't really get a choice when it comes to numbers because Martin Bass is my coach, so he's like, no, you just lift. I'm a bit reckless with my choices. I would have tried to go for that 240, so yeah.
Hey, it's there next time.
British is round the
No,
corner.
this is Pawlowska's 315 kilos.
And his personal best is 340.
Harder than I expected, but a good lift nonetheless.
And he's on the board, 3 white lights.
Now, Ermelev, 320 kilos. And at the end of the first round, we can have more of an idea of where they actually stand as opposed to prognosis. We'll know what the second attempts are, and we'll be able to have a better picture of how we stand. So the Russian Ermolov, the clock is ticking
He's walking
down.
out now. His personal best is 330.
Oh, I thought that was going to come out of his right hand
Yes,
for a
so did
moment.
I.
It was a bit lopsided, but it's good.
3 white
He's on the
lights.
board. Now, Piotr Sadowski from Poland, 320 kilos.
And his personal best is 340. Just adjusting the bar. Another sumo lifter.
Yeah, more and more lifters now lifting sumo. And people have very fixed views about both forms of lifting.
Don't ask me the question.
Looks good.
3 white lights.
$325 kilos on the bar, 6 red plates.
His personal best is 335.
Well, it's not what I would call a safe opener.
He's feeling confident. He's been doing well all day. He's ready.
Looks good.
3 white lights.
And you can just feel the tension building in the room.
They've just asked them to clean the bar.
Next out is Paul Johannes Hedrick from Germany. Big PB on him.
Yeah,
So this should be a safe opener.
yeah, his personal best is 360.
Well, let's wait.
3 white lights.
Yes, the referees liked it. And the
He had to
technical
work it out.
controller is saying, can you clean the bar again, please? And now we have Hedrick from Germany. Sorry, that last lifter, I think I may have called Hedrick was... Yeah, it was Hedrick. Yeah, the scoreboard was just very slow to change. Now, Rebreon from the Netherlands, 342.5 to take a big lead after one round.
So it says here his personal best is 305.
Must be this year.
Oh, okay, I'm
And I
not.
think what's happened is he's dropped a lot of body weight and then put a little bit of muscle back on.
That was a beautiful opener with 3 white lights.
Yeah, may have been his PB at this body weight,
Yeah.
but we've
Certainly
seen him.
not anymore.
No. Now Andre Nin, and he will take some beating for the gold medal, Rebreon, because not only did he get that, but he made it look easy. This is the only red light from the first round, and he's retaking his 300. I think it's really just a lack of focus, wasn't a strength issue. Looked to be struggling to hold it. I think it's good.
Oh, 3 white lights.
Everyone makes a total in the 120 and the under 120 class. Never really steady though, was he? But it's good enough. Now Maras Yusups, he's taking 307.5.
Personal best of 315.
And a jump of 12.5. And remember, he is second on prognosis. Just to summarize, the leader is Sadovsky 875, Ermolov 868. No, too much. Palauskas 867.5, Yusups 867.5, but that has hurt him because that would have moved him into silver medal position, and he didn't get it. Well, we said some would miss lifts we expect them to get, others would make lifts we expect them to fail. Yusups has missed a lift that we expected to be good. Walton, 312.5 kilos.
Look at that, look at that.
You might make a deadlifter of him yet. That's good. Palauskas, well, this will tell us a lot about whether the Lithuanian athlete has a chance of gold, because his 315 looked really, really heavy. His PB is 340. This is only 325. But if this is his limit, Palauskas will not stand atop the podium in half an hour or an hour's time.
He's a fighter.
It's a great lift, but is it enough?
3 white lights. It'll be interesting to see where he goes from here.
Well, that puts him in 877, and he is leading the competition, but all those just behind him have yet to lift. So we've got Martin Bergland running from Norway. He is taking 327.5.
Which will be a PB for him also.
By 7.5 kilos. Yes, he is coming out. He's just looking, can see the Norwegian t-shirt through the gap in the curtain. And there you can see him on the camera. Taking his time.
Calm, calculated.
I'm just thinking that's the other Norwegian lifter that's going to follow him. I'm not sure Bergland running is coming out. I think that's Carl Peter Somerset that you see there. And yes, indeed, the clock ticks down. Very confusing when two lifters from the same nation follow each other and one of them decides not to come out. But the referees will hit their red lights. And we will move on. And it's Carl Peter Somerset, 330 kilos for the next two lifters. Now this will move Somerset into silver medal position in deadlift. Cannot make the podium overall. That is just too far away.
So his current PB is 352.5, so
should be well within his limit, but what has he got on the day?
and he goes in. And locks it out.
Oh, fantastic deadlift.
3 white lights.
clenches his fist. Now we have Daniel Emerlev, also 330 kilos, but he is lighter than Somerset, and this will move him into silver medal position. Remember, we are halfway through the second round, and round 3 still to go. So too early to be talking about medals.
So this would be matching his personal best.
And it will also put him into the lead in total, with lifters to follow, including those in first and second. He is currently in third place in total on 868. This will give him 878. Nope. Just too much. And he looks confused.
Looks a bit dizzy.
Well, deadlift can do that to you. Someone who has never deadlift wouldn't understand that, would they? Dmitry Pavlenko, Ukraine, 335.
Another one trying to match their personal best.
This to move into silver medal in deadlift, but importantly to move from 5th to 3rd in total. This would give him 870. Put him ahead of Ermolov, who may be finished. Oh, that looks good from Pavlenko. He likes it.
And so do the rest. 3 white lights.
Now Piotr Sadowski, 340 kilos. This will put him into second place in deadlift.
And yet another one matching their personal best.
And it will
lead.
put him into the lead in total. The lead, remember, held by Rebreon from the first round. No one may come close to that. Everyone else up at the top end of the leaderboard is battling for the European title. It is too close to call.
He has been so consistent all day, hasn't he?
Yeah. This would put him to 895, and quite a big lead. Others to follow, of course. Oh boy. Sadowski has a 17.5 kilo lead over the remaining principal competitors with 1 round of deadlifts to go. And remember what we said when the jury overturned that third squat and gave him the extra 10 kilos? We commented on how vital that might be at the end. And it means that instead of being 7.5 ahead, he's 17.5 ahead. This is Hedrick from Germany, 345 on the bar, out of the overall medals. This to go into the lead on deadlift over Rebreon. Nope, just too much. So Rebreon leads at the end of the second round, whether he gets this or not. But if he gets this, I think we can hang the gold medal in deadlift round the Dutchman's neck. If we can reach up high enough to do it.
He was so impressive. And he just looks so confident.
Oh, no, did he beat the down command? Is it good? It's good, 2-1. He got a yellow. I was watching the lifter, not the referee. I just wasn't sure. It's locked out for sure, but came down very quickly.
Very quickly.
But he could have got a very quick command. Now, 1 round to go in the under 120s. This is where the coaches really earn their money. They have to decide the numbers that their lifters will put on Now, let's just talk you through the lifts one by one. Maras Yusups from Latvia is taking 307.5 that he missed last time. This will put him into silver medal position in total for the time being.
No, not
And
today.
it is not there today for the Latvian.
Through your red lights.
Unfortunately, his race is run. Joseph Walton, 317.5.
Come on, Joseph.
Ranked 8th in deadlift, 7th in total. This will improve neither of these, but it's a solid return to the international platform for Walton.
Let's see if he can get a total personal best today.
Yes, his PB is 822.5. This would give him 830. Well, he's actually already got it on his previous one. This is for even more.
Come on!
And he takes it to the top.
He loves
He
it.
likes
We
it.
love it.
3 white lights. New PB for Walton. Everyone has their own goals at an international champion. Not everyone can be a medalist, but everyone can achieve what they set out to achieve. Now, Borgland Ronin didn't come out in the second round. Is he just saving himself for the third? He's put in a number for the third. Yes, there he is. He's coming out this time. This would put him still outside the medals to 6th in deadlift, 11th to 10th in total. And I guess the top 10 itself is a target in these championships. One final reminder, the scoreboard is on the second stream if you want to follow it, but otherwise Temi and I will talk you through each and every lift.
He wants that PB. Not today. So the same weight's going to stay on the bar.
Amandas Palauskas, 327.5. Well, he's accepted he can't win gold today. Sadowski is too far ahead. But this is to try and cement overall silver. Listen to the crowd, but no. The crowd can do so much, but if it's just too heavy, it's just too heavy. Now, Ermolev, 330 kilos, missed it last time. This would put him onto the podium. For now, he's currently in 4th place in total. This would take him to 878 and put him into bronze medal position. And it would mean Pavlenko would have to go higher if he wanted to get that bronze back again. Russia-Ukraine battle in deadlift, and that is just too heavy.
He's not happy about that.
No.
He's really not happy about that.
Now Andrei Nin from Russia, 332.5. This will put him to 4th in deadlift.
And match his personal best. The 300 was quite difficult if I remember right.
And he's made a huge jump. To try and equal his personal best. But not today.
What do you say about the magnets?
Just say magnets. The magnets are engaged. The metal bars will not move off the floor. Pavlenko, this is 342.5. Now, this would move Pavlenko into silver medal in the deadlift, but more importantly, overall silver medal position. remember, with other lifters to follow. This to go past Palauskas and push the Lithuanian into bronze.
And a new deadlift PB.
Oh, he likes it.
He
He's
likes
got
it.
it. He nods his head at the top. He kisses the bar. And I think you can say the Ukrainian is quite pleased with that.
Very.
Still, we're not finished. Next up is Hedrich. And this will put him, well, he's out of the total medals. This will put him to silver medal in the deadlift. Rebriand will be going for a European Open record with his third. Oh, I think that will get blues. What do the referees say? Yeah, 2 blues. No, Carl Peter Somerset, 352.5. This is for deadlift gold, or certainly to move into gold medal position. This is ahead of Rebriand. And both Sadowski and Rebriand have gone 363. Sadowski has changed because he knows he is safe. He is the champion. But this is to take the lead.
And to match his personal best. He's trying to hype up the crowd.
The lead in deadlift, 352.5 kilos. He gets it to his knees, but sadly for him, no further.
3 red lights. He really gave it his all.
Now it's record time. They've both gone 63 by lot. Sadowski is up first. Rebriand is with the same weight. If Sadowski gets it, the system will automatically put Rebriand up to 363.5. Would you want to go first or second in this situation? That's the right answer. That's the battler's answer. I'm seeing the promoter, Antonis, in the audience. He is loving this. A lot of people have a lot to be grateful to Antonis for what he's done, not just this week, but in the last 12 months since the last one. This is Sadowski, already the European champion. This for a new European Open deadlift record and to move into gold medal position in the deadlift. And it is just too much for the pole. Why not give it a go?
I would.
When you've already won the title.
And
now the Netherlands lifters in the audience are getting to their feet. This is Christophe Rebriand. He is already the gold medalist in deadlift. This is for a new European Open record. 363 kilos.
He's got this.
Listen to the noise as he prepares himself. It's moving, but it is just too much. And at the end of that fantastic under 120 class, we can tell you bronze to Sadowski in deadlift, silver to Pavlenko, gold to Rebriand, and in the overall championship, bronze to Palauskas from Lithuania. Wait for the cheers when he steps on the platform. Silver to Pavlenko from Ukraine, and these two only separated by body weight. And it was 0.6 of a kilo. But the European champion under 120 is Piotr Sadowski from Poland with 895 kilos. And we are into the 120 plus. This is Ruben Rico. Everyone is opening 300 or over. Everyone in the class.
That was effortless.
Absolutely effortless.
3 white lights.
Okay, now Gleisner. And just the other thing to say, happily everyone in the under 120s made a total. Nothing worse than training for a championship for months, traveling overseas, staying in hotels, not getting a total. Everyone has in the under 120s. We hope that will be the same in the 120 plus. So we just let the first round unfold again. Let the positions get sorted out. Looks easy.
Very easy, and his personal best was 310, so looks like he's going to have a good deadlift day.
Next up
3
is
white lights.
Next up is Solodov.
With a personal best of 340.
Yes, he's been below his PBs today, hasn't he? I think, you know, maybe the fact that he's been coaching all week might just have taken something out of him. Also affects the top end of your peak for a big championships. But this is 310. Looks good.
Very good. 3 white lights.
That's a great opener.
3 white lights. Did look a little bit more difficult than I expected.
Just to get it going, but then
He locked
nice
out well.
and easy at the top. Now, Simrast, you've been impressed by him today, haven't you?
I really have. He's been amazing to watch.
No weak lifts.
340 personal best, opening it at 320. It's
Yeah. PB'd on squat. I think he PB'd on bench as well. As we said, the defending champion, how easy was that?
3 white lights.
Janis Ansmits, sorry. 322.5.
With a personal best of 330, quite close. Conventional pull-up. Makes me happy.
Looks good.
3 white lights.
And next up, Steve Ringgood. La Belgique. 325 kilos for his opener.
And his personal best is 335.5. He's had a very consistent day as well.
Yeah, and remember, he's recovered from a horrible injury sustained in deadlift. He moved over to the double overhand grip for quite some time, but he's gone back to the opposing grip in recent months. I think he feels confident that the injury is fully behind him now. So 325. That's good.
3 white lights.
And Big Steve will love to get on the podium today. This is Robert Valak, 325 kilos. Where's the time gone? The first round is nearly over.
I know, it's just so fast. The loaders are so fast with that bar
Good
as well.
lift from Valak.
3 white lights.
Now Lupash, Czechia, 325.
Personal best of 360.
And this would give him 887.5, put him in 4th place. But we're still in the first round. There's still a long way to go. Looks good. One of the many athletes being sponsored by A7 now. Owen Hubbard is another, and Tony Cliff.
Yeah. And so is Joy.
Yes, of course. Now Marinenko, 327.5.
Opening up straight away with a personal best. So his personal best coming in here was 325. So
has he opened up on personal bests and everything?
pretty much.
Yeah.
He's here to make a statement. He's a soldier, remember, so you know?
Yep. And maybe in 2 hours' time he will know as well. Everything said here gets reported back. Oh, it's good.
Solid. 3 white lights.
Now, last out in the first round, Jari Sario from Finland, 340 kilos.
Personal best of 375.
Yeah. Probably the favourite for deadlift gold, but just a little bit back to perhaps rank in total. But you know, if he takes a 30 kilo jump,
anything can
it would
happen.
put him to 900 and on the fringe of an overall bronze, and he is way below his PB. Just watch this space. Well, we didn't think...
the bar just slipped out of his hands.
Yeah, it was just about at the top, and it was coming out of his hands. Put it down too soon. Now, Ruben Rico. He is going 305. He is in 2nd place overall, but only taking a jump of 5 kilos might hurt him, as others behind him take bigger jumps.
I'm very surprised his PB's 346.5.
Yeah, obviously feels is not there today. This would put him to 917.5. And that's good, and you would think there's quite a bit more there.
Definitely.
You look slightly confused.
I really am. But he got the 3 white lights,
yes.
That's all that matters.
And he may make a big jump next time. He'll know what he needs to do when the rest of the 2nd round have lifted.
Suppose that's what the coaches are there for, to make those decisions.
He was the first man out, remember? Now, Gleisner, 315 kilos?
Which is a personal best for him. Coming in here was 310. Lock it out. Shoulders back.
Yes.
Good job.
He listened to you.
3 white lights.
It's actually surprising he can hear you from that far away, but he did exactly as you told him. Now Anton Solodov, 325 kilos. Sometimes with the big, really big guys, you know, the legs almost don't look locked if you look at the back, but when you look at the front, you can see that it is.
It must be really hard to see at this angle as
Yeah.
well.
Particularly when they go sumo with that size of thigh. This is Solodov, 325.
Hold it.
Well, wait for the referees.
2-1.
2-1. Far side referee didn't think it was locked out. I wasn't sure, but I'm looking from further away. Now, Tadas Gaichis. 327.5 kilos. This will put him to second place in deadlift, out of the overall reckoning. And they are Tadas fans. And they should make a noise now because I think that's good.
3 white lights, it is good.
Tadas Jäger, says the banner. And if you don't speak Lithuanian, that means Tadas and then something else. Now, Jānis Anšmits, Latvia. This will move him into the lead in the deadlift, and he is currently 7th. Shows you how tightly packed they are.
And this will also be a personal best of 5 kilos for him. Lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Shoulders back, thrust those hips.
That's good.
3 white lights. He fought for it, he got it. Where does he go from here though?
He seems to be right at his limit. Maybe the answer is just put a cross against your name and say, you know what, I've done well today, I've reached my limit. That's that. Now, Steve Ringgood, 335 kilos, 10 kilo jump. This will put him into the lead in the deadlift, and it will keep him in 3rd place, but it will protect that position a little bit. I know Steve would absolutely love to get a 340 deadlift today. But first, he has to tackle 335.
Just 5 kilos under his personal best.
0.5 of a
0.5.
kilo under, yeah. Right on it.
He's got it, he's got it,
That's
he's got
good for Steve.
He's got
And it even caught his singlet on the way up.
Great
But
work,
it's still a
white
good
lights.
lift. Pull that singlet up next time, get the talc on, and I reckon he will go for 340 and see what that brings.
If I was in his shoes, I would definitely. He's got nothing to lose.
No, he wants a podium. Simrast, 335 kilos. This will put him to 3rd in deadlift. Same weight as 2 others, but heavier body weight. But it will put him even further ahead overall. Look, that's good. He's at 9.45. No one else will catch him. Simrast retains his title. Congratulations to him.
I'm just shaking my head in awe.
It's now all about the silver and bronze and about the deadlift medals. 15 lifts to go, and then this 10 days of competition comes to an end.
Got it moving?
No.
No.
So Yari Sario missed this last time. It's the only red light on the board in the first round. He
failed
needs
on
this
grip.
to make a total. But he also needs this to move into the lead in deadlift.
Hold that bar at the top. Hold it. It looks like it's slipping again. He's...
No.
Ooh.
I didn't think it was locked out in the shoulders. Watch it again. I think the Finnish coach is going to the jury. Let's leave it to them. Robert Valak, 342.5. And this will move Valak into the gold medal position in deadlift. And we talked about big jumps. This would move him into 4th place overall. Been impressed by him all day.
I really have.
He just
seems
seems slightly off the pace, but he is always in or about the medals, Robert Valak, and he has done it again because he has jumped 17.5 kilos and has come from out of the pack to the fringe of the podium. Now David Lupasz, Czechia, former world equipped champion, 347.5 kilos. This will move him into the lead in deadlift, but more importantly, will move him into bronze medal position overall.
He's got it moving.
No. It seemed to be the grip let him down as soon as he got it moving. So let's summarize the position with 1 round to go. Forget about deadlifts, we'll call them as they come. Total, Rast has 945. He is the champion. Rico has 917.5. Ringoot has 907.5. And Valak has 892.5. But Valak has a third attempt of 360 in that would push Ringoot out of the medals and put Valak on 910. And there will be changes. And that, of course, would be if Ringoot did not get his third. But Ringoot, we expected to go 340. He's gone 345. This is Rico. This will give him 923. Three easy deadlifts, and the likelihood is that is good enough for overall silver, because that will put him at 922.5. Ringoot, if he gets his next, would be in 917.5. He would have to go to 350 instead of 345. I honestly think that would be a step too far for him. His battle will be to protect the bronze from the attack of Valak. Did I miss anything?
No, not at all.
The last round of the championships, the second lifter out. It's Gleisner, 320, as you saw on your screen, ranked 9th in deadlift, ranked 10th in total. This will not change either of those.
But he's just increasing his personal best.
Going to 842.5. It was 807.5 when he came in. So huge improvements today. No.
Is that a bit too heavy today?
Too much back and no hips.
Yeah.
Now Maronenko. Well, he missed it last time. He's taken it again. This would put him to silver medal in deadlifts for now. but it's 12.5 kilos. Well, sorry, it's 10 kilos more than he's ever lifted before, because he got a 2.5 kilo PB in his opener. Can he find something extra with his 9th and final lift? This for a possible deadlift medal.
Look it out, look it out.
Yes, he gets it.
Yep, 3 white lights.
Oh,
He is
what a
definitely
comeback.
happy. He is definitely
What a comeback.
happy. I almost saw a smile on his face, almost.
Now, Tadas Gečes, this is a European Masters 1
record.
total record for the Lithuanian. This will put him on 8.55. The current record is 8.52.5. And his fan club is ready to celebrate. 42 years old. This for a European Masters 1 record. He fights!
It's going, it's going.
And he locks it, gets the down command.
And 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
And the
And
crowd
a
goes
new
wild.
European Masters 1 record. Oh, that must be a strong coach. He lifts his super heavyweight lifter off the platform. Simrast, he is the champion. But this will put him into silver medal in deadlift. No one will catch Rast. And what a worthy champion he is.
This is also matching his personal best.
I thought he might go 3.42. But it's a 10 kilo total PB. No, not quite. Well, it's still a total PB. It was 9.40. Now it's 9.45. And then there were 6. Anton Solodov, 340 kilos for the Russian. This will match his personal best.
Yeah.
And this will put him into silver medal position in deadlift.
Set it up.
No,
No.
no.
Just.
Okay, next up it's Janus Anschmitz, 3.42.5. I'm just following this board, and
It is getting really exciting.
I think Ringgood might have a go at silver medal, but I think he will need to know, he'll want to know that his bronze is safe, and he won't, because Valach is coming after him. Oh, what decisions for the coaches.
Get the medal.
Ringgood has never been on a major international podium before. This is Ansmits, 3.42. This is to go into silver medal position in the deadlift.
And increase his personal best. Not today.
Not today,
Not
as you
today.
say.
One thing I've definitely learned over this weekend is it's more important to get the medal, not a record. So,
Records can last for 90 seconds.
which we've seen several times this week
You are
already.
on the books forever if you medal at a championship. And you can look back in 20 years' time and say, I was there and I did that. David Lupash, 3.47.5. Could not really get it moving last time. Well, Ringo can't drop much now because 3.47 is loaded. He's got to go with his 350. Come with me.
No.
And it is no for Lupash. And now Sario, well, in many ways, this is the most important competition lift of the last 10 days. Because Yari Sario, who has battled through squats, who has battled through bench, has had 2 deadlifts turned down at lockout. If he gets this, he moves into gold medal position in deadlift and is guaranteed a deadlift medal. If he doesn't, he is disqualified. He does not make a total. Come on, lock it out. That's better. That's better. Wait for the referees. He likes it.
3 white lights.
3 white lights.
He is a very lucky man.
And Yari Sario moves from dead last into deadlift gold. Wow.
He is a very lucky man.
2 lifts to go. Steve Ringut, 350 on the bar. He has never been near this before. If he gets it, he'll go to 922.5 and will beat Rico on body weight.
And this will definitely be amazing coming back from a bicep injury.
Yeah. Come on, Big Steve. He looks confident. This for silver.
Stay with the bar. Come on, you've got this.
No. Well, he attacked silver rather than defended bronze. Let's give him credit for that. But his bronze medal is now at risk. Robert Valach has dropped down to 357.5. And with the last lift of the competition,
he can failed today.
He can go 907.5 at a lighter body weight and take the bronze medal. He was nowhere at the start of the deadlifts. I said Valach always contends. And this is for a bronze medal for Slovakia. The final lift at the end of 10 days. Glorious competition.
Come on, rip it off the floor. Stay with the bar.
It's going.
Lock it up. Shoulders
Valach
back.
has locked it out.
He's done it.
He knows he's got it.
3
He's
white
got
lights.
3 white lights.
That is amazing.
And Robert Valach has come from absolutely nowhere to take overall bronze. Let's just give you the results again. In the deadlift, the bronze to Maranenko, the silver to Sario with that very last pull, and the gold to Robert Valach, 357.5. What a spectacular end. And in terms of the overall results, Robert Valach, bronze medal, 907.5, the same weight as Steve Ringut, but 4 kilos lighter. How cruel for the Belgian, but he will come again. The silver medalist is Rico from Spain, 922.5, and the winner by a clear 22.5 kilos, defending his title, is Sim Rast from Estonia. Well, what do you make of all that?
This is what I said. He should have just secured it. It's been amazing. This is absolutely amazing weekend. To finish off with a deadlift like that, it was spectacular.
Well, what a 10 days of competition we have brought you from here in Kaunas in Lithuania. And I think just as we wrap up, we'll roll the credits, so to speak, and we will do it verbally. And I think first of all we need to acknowledge the guys from Viva TV who have brought you all the pictures all week, and that is Richard and Ben and Ray and Andrew. Eric Rupp, our technical genius, who broadcasts the pictures to the world and has put me right both times this week when I have got something wrong. We also need to say a big thank you to Sasha and Boris, the competition secretaries, for keeping the competition running so smoothly. Silva and her colleagues on the speakers thing. Paco, of course, who has been taking pictures all week. And last but not least, all the commentators who have stepped in to help us this week when Ralph has been unwell. And before I mention them, a big shout out to Ralph. I know you'll be watching today, Ralph. Get well very soon, and Ralph and I will be covering the European Universities Cup from Bordeaux, the home of Xavier's wine cellar, in late February 2020. So finally, a big thank you to all the co-commentators that have sat in with me this week. I hope I haven't missed anyone out. Lucia Puricelli, Adam Riley, Rob Esselens, who did 6 sessions. Thank you so much, Rob. Elias de Buck, and we made the sign for him. De Buck stops here, which is his souvenir of the championships. Micah de Vries, and of course, last but not least today, Temi Nuga, the triumphant deadlifter from yesterday. From all of us, from myself, Martin Flett, hope you've enjoyed this wonderful championship, and for the last time this year, we'll wish you bye for now.
silver. Just a little more, please. Make a big applause for the organization of this fantastic championship. Thank you, sir.
Winners in Deadlift. Bronze medal with a result of 340 kilos. Poland. Silver medal winner with a result of 342.5 kilos. Ukraine. And gold medal winning deadlift with a result of 352.5 kilos. Overall results in weight class 120 and open. Bronze medal winner with a total result of 877.5 kilos, Lithuania. victory